Hello everybody. Today we will solve few questions on parallelograms. So before starting the questions, let us just summarize the properties of the parallelograms. So the opposite sides of the parallelograms are parallel as well as they are equal. So AB is parallel to DC as well as AB is also equal to DC. This particular property. Also AD is parallel to BC, whereas AD is also equal to BC. So this particular property. Again, opposite angles of the parallelograms are equal. So this particular stuff, like angle A is equal to angle C, whereas angle B is equal to angle D. So angle A is equal to angle C and B is equal to angle D. So this is opposite angles are equal. Again, the adjacent angles of the parallelograms are supplementary. Means angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degrees, right? Angle B plus C is also so adjacent. All the pairs of the adjacent angles are supplementary. A plus B 180 degree, B plus C 180 degree, C plus D 180 degrees, as well as D plus A is also 180 degrees, right? We have already studied the proof that diagonals of the parallelograms bisect each other. So if DB is a diagonal, AC is again a second diagonal, and they meet at point O, then DO will be equal to OB. They will bisect each other, and AO will be equal to OC. So this particular property. So mostly questions, the questions of the parallelograms are based on these properties of the parallelograms. So let us solve the question. The first question says you have to, this is a parallelogram ABCD, and we have to find out the values of x, y and z. So we have to find out x, y and z. So over here, see, one angle is given 100 degrees. Now we know in a parallelograms opposite angles are equal. So y will also be equal to 100 degrees, right? We already know that the adjacent angles of the parallelograms are 180 degrees. So if y is 100 degree, b is also 100 degree. So either we can say x plus y will be equal to 180 degrees, right? Because they are adjacent angles. We can also say x plus angle b. We can also say that, right? X plus angle b is also equal to 180 degrees. So with either of these two equations we can solve for x. So let us say with this equation x plus angle b is 100 is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore x is equal to 80 degrees. Now we know the value of x. X is equal to 80 degrees, right? Again, to find the value of z, we know that opposite angles of the parallelogram are equal. Therefore z will also be equal to 80 degrees. So in this question we have applied the property that opposite angles are equal. We have also applied that adjacent angles are 180 degree. Adjacent angles are supplementary, right? Now the second questions, in the second question also we have to find out the value of x, y and z. We don't know x, y and z. So let us say this is a parallelogram ABCD, right? Now over here, these are two diagonals which are meeting at 90 degree. So meeting at 90 degree. Now therefore x, the value of x will also be 90 degree, because these two pairs are vertically opposite angles. So x will be equal to 90 degrees, right? This is a sign of, this square is a sign of 90 degree. Therefore x is 90 degrees. Now in this particular triangle, see, in this we will shade the triangle. In this triangle we know the two angles of the triangle, and third one is unknown. We know x, we know this angle b, we have to find out angle A, which is y. So we know that the summation of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. Summation of angles in a triangle is 180 degree. Now 180 degree will be equal to x plus y plus 30 degrees, right? So this is x, we know x 90 degrees plus we don't know y, and this is 30 degrees. We will solve this equation. This is a linear equation with an unknown value, with one unknown value y. So y will be equal to 180 degrees minus this is 90 plus 30 is 120 degrees. So it is 60 degrees. Now the value of y is comes out to be 60 degrees. Now in order to find out z, see this is a parallelogram. This angle is y. If you see, this angle y and angle z are alternate angles. See, if these are two parallel lines, we have already learned about the alternate angles in the previous lectures, and this is a diagonal. These are two parallel lines, this is a diagonal. We can easily see that angle y and z are alternate angles, so they are equal. They are alternate angles, so they are equal. Therefore value of y will be equal to 60 degrees. So in your exam you have to write down all the steps. I am just pointing all the angles in the figure itself, but for the students you have to write down each and every step, pointing which are two alternate angles. The sum, let us say this is 180 degree in a triangle, summation of angles are 180 degrees. So you have to write down all the steps, and then you can give your answer in blocks. Now this is x is 90 degree, y we have find 60 degree, and z also is 60 degrees, right? So these are the three answers. Now let us look at the another question which says that this is a parallelogram ABCD. Now in this parallelogram we have been given the length of the sides, right? This 3x is the length of AD, BC, DC and AB. The length of the sides are given, and we have to find out the value of x and y. So we know that opposite sides in a parallelogram are equal. So we know that AB will be equal to DC, right? Therefore we can say we will equate the given values. Now what is AB? It is 3y minus 1, and what is DC? It is given as 26. Now this is a linear equation. We have already studied linear equation with one variable. Y is the only variable, so we can solve for y. Now this says 3y is equal to 26 plus 1. We have taken 1 on another side. 3y is equal to 27. This implies y is equal to 27 by 3. It says 9. So whatever is the unit, y is 9 units. The value of y is 9. Sorry. Again, in order to find out x, we will just equate 3x is equal to 18, because we have equate AD equal to BC. What we have done? AD is equal to BC. So 3x equal to 18, it simply says x is equal to 18 divided by 3, 6. So my answer is x equal to 6 and y equal to 9. Right? So over here what we have applied? We have applied that opposite sides in a parallelogram are equal. Now this particular question says, that let us say this is a parallelogram ABCD, and these are two diagonals meeting at point O. Over here, see, the value of AO is given to be 16, value of OC is given to be x plus y, value of DO is given to be 20, and OB is given to be y plus 7. Right, now we have to find out the value of x and y. So in a parallelogram, we again knows that diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other. Now with this property we can simply say that AO will be equal to OC. This implies we will put down the values of AO and OC in this equation. 16 will be equal to x plus y, or we can say x plus y is equal to 16. So this is one equation. See, this is a linear equation with two variables. So if we have got two variables in equation, we need one more equation. So if there are two variables, we need two equations to solve. Again, for second equation, we will equate DO equal to OB. So we can simply write y plus 7 is equal to 20. Now with this we can say y is equal to 20 minus 7 makes 13. So now we know the value of y equal to 13. We will simply put over here x plus 13 is equal to 16. Therefore x is equal to 3. So we have got the answer x equal to 3 and y equal to 13, right? So these are the answers. Over here we have applied the property diagonals bisect each other to solve for the values of x and y. Now let us look at the another question in which this is a figure which says that, let us say this is x, sorry, let us say this is PQ and this is R and S, right? So which says that APDQ is a parallelogram, whereas SCBR is another parallelogram. So these are two parallelograms. So I will just shade the two parallelograms. See, this is one parallelogram. Yes, now it is visible. And another parallelogram I will shade with different color. This is another parallelogram. Now we have to find out the value of x. See, now look at the gray color parallelogram or ADPQ, right? The gray shade, the gray region. Now if this angle A is 120, so angle Q will also be equal to 120 degrees because these are opposite angles. So in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. What is the value of angle D? Because these two are adjacent angles, they are supplementary in nature. Therefore, the summation of these two angles will be, this angle and this angle will be 180 degrees. So if the one angle is 120 degree, so angle D plus angle Q will be equal to 120 degrees. So we know angle Q is equal to 180. This is 180 degrees. 180 degrees. Now angle Q is 120 degree is equal to 180 degrees. It makes angle D is equal to 60 degrees. Now we know the value of angle D, which is 60 degrees, right? Now because this in a gray parallelogram, this is angle P. Again angle P will be equal to 60 degrees because angle D and angle P are opposite angles and they are equal in parallelogram. So we know angle P. Now see the gray region parallelogram, the gray area parallelogram. Again we will apply the similar techniques over here. If angle C is 70, angle R will be equal to 70 degrees. Now 70 degrees. Right. Now we will see this particular triangle in which X is lying. Right. X is the angle of one of the angle of this triangle. Now angle R plus angle P plus X will be equal to 180 degrees because the interior angles of our triangle is equal to 180 degree. We know RP. we will put the values of angle R is equal to 70 degrees. We will put the value of angle P, which is equal to 60 degrees, plus X is equal to 180 degrees. Now this makes 130 degrees plus X is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, X will be equal to 180 degrees minus 130 degrees makes 50 degrees. So we have just learned how to solve the problems on parallelograms. We have just applied the properties of the parallelogram. So we can solve number of questions on parallelograms given in the books. So we will stop over here. Students, please solve more questions. Please practice more questions on parallelograms and quadrilaterals also. If you have any problem, you can contact me on freemindscafe.com. So freemindscafe.com. I will get back to you for your any query. Till then, goodbye.